Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. North Dakota State headed toward the football and getting this season underway. On the run from inside his own 5. So Jacksonville State's offense will go on the attack first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Makes the grab in their space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very short throw on the RPO.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Got it back on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's third and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And now it'll be the Bison offense with its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Plucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then break. The football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hayes. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Handoff from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wideout. Complete on the left to Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Buying some time. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The Gamecocks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is Here's a little room there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Run in the red zone, it's Scott. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gentry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Line gets set, first down. Running inside, it's Savage. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Maybe a crease. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care.
Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw it again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Williams. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the NC State Wolfpack.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking left. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And this passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense just... They get that turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Could be an alley. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys plays? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Gonna look downfield again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes. They do.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna take a shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Ready. Red 54, red 54, go, go. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Keeps it on the draw. There's some room. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. In the red area, it's Savage. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put...
He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra ball.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going for the big play. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He'll be stopped after a pickup of 3. That won't be enough for the first down. Fourth down coming, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Made a defender miss. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. I'm sorry you were unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Coming out with it, it's Gentry. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Hard running there. Got maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running to the left. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Sometimes it's just not your day.